The sun had barely risen over Domino City when Interpol agents swarmed Kame Game Shop. Solomon Muto, former adventurer, antiques dealer, and the man who had gifted Yugi the legendary Millennium Puzzle, stood behind the shop's counter, staring at the officers in shock. "Solomon Muto," the lead agent announced. "You are under arrest for the illegal acquisition, smuggling, and possession of ancient Egyptian artifacts." Solomon blinked. He adjusted his glasses. I don't understand." The agent pulled out a thick file. "We've traced several items in your shop, including one golden box containing an item known as the Millennium Puzzle, back to unauthorized digs in Egypt. These artifacts belong in a museum." Yugi, standing frozen in the corner, clutched his puzzle. "But it's mine!" Yugi protested. The officer turned to him. "Son, that is theft of national heritage." And just like that, Yugi Muto lost his destiny. Meanwhile, at the Grand Industrial Illusions headquarters, Maximilian Pegasus swirled a glass of wine in his hand, admiring the Millennium Eye embedded in his eye socket. Then, suddenly, a sharp knock at the door. The FBI, in full tactical gear, burst into his lavish office. "Maximilian Pegasus," one agent declared, "you are under arrest for the possession of stolen Egyptian artifacts, illicit trades, and unauthorized experimentation with cursed objects." Pegasus gasped dramatically. "My dear boy, surely you jest! These artifacts are mere inspiration for my beloved Duel Monsters game." The agent slapped a document down on his desk. "Egyptian authorities say otherwise. You illegally excavated tombs, bribed officials, and have been conducting extremely suspicious research on these relics." Pegasus' smile faltered. "And what do you mean, cursed?" "You tell us," the agent said, leaning in. "We've got reports that at least 5 people have vanished after interacting with the artifacts in your possession." Pegasus' wineglass shattered in his grip, and soon he was led away in handcuffs. His beloved Duel Monsters empire seized as evidence. Across the world, authorities raided museums, underground auctions, and secret hideouts. Marik Ishtar's family tomb was confiscated. The rare artifacts his ancestors had protected for generations were taken into government custody. Marik, enraged, vowed vengeance. Kaiba's private vaults were searched. He claimed he had acquired his Egyptian relics legally, but the government disagreed. And finally, the Millennium Ring was locked away in a high-security facility, away from Bakura and away from anyone who might be possessed. For the first time in history, the ancient powers were safely contained. But was it already too late? At an undiscovered government laboratory, scientists examined the Millennium Puzzle, now separated into pieces. They laughed at the idea of a pharaoh's soul being trapped inside of an object. And then, the lead researcher touched it, and then he began to scream. The cameras in the facility flickered. A shadow moved across the walls, stretching, twisting. A low voice, ancient, deep, and filled with power, echoed through the empty halls. "You dare steal from the gods!" The scientists, pale with terror, ran for the exits, but none of them made it out alive. With Pegasus in prison, Duel Monsters never became a global phenomenon. With Solomon arrested, Yugi never solved the puzzle. With the artifacts locked away, the ancient magic would lay dormant. For now. But beneath the sands of Egypt, something stirred. The world thought it had prevented the rise of ancient forces, but they had merely delayed it. And this time, there would be no children's card games to decide humanity's fate. Did you enjoy this twist on reality? What should happen next? Should we continue this story, or do you have any other crazy what-if scenarios? Comment below with your ideas, and smash that like button if you want to see more. Subscribe and turn on those notifications so that you never miss a new reality shift. This has been Canon Chaos, where anything could happen. We'll see you in the next timeline.